Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. How are you today? It is Thursday, October 4th, 2018. I know for a fact that if you follow this blog, you are closely watching the bond market. You're watching that 10-year yield and its effect on the stock market. Well, it's pretty much in our face here. The bond sell-off is continuing. The U.S. 10-year yield, as I am doing this video blog, is about 3.19. Stocks are down across the board. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down about 140 points or so. We'll see what happens with that throughout the day. The only saving grace, if we have one right now, is the dollar. The dollar is not getting stronger. Again, as I am doing this video blog, it's about at the flat line. Remember I explained to you, we do not want to see these rising in tandem. The stronger dollar along with rising yields is extremely stock market negative. And I still believe they're going to try to do things to rig this further. We have a managed market. You know that. When you have a managed market, like in any communist country, they run the show. It's the government, the central banks are running the show. This has been going on here for a very long time. Did you hear Rick Santelli this morning on CNBC? He got it right. He explained. He sounds like this guy sitting right here talking about the managed market. Once in a while on the Confederacy of Dunces over there, you get one person who tells the truth. I am shocked that they didn't chop him off at the ankles right there and get him off. But he has a pretty big following, so I guess they can't do that. So the story is pretty straightforward here. And it's all about the bond market, as you know. If they lose control here, and that's what this is. This is it's control. In managing the debt market, the Federal Reserve has really gotten themselves in a spot that I can't imagine they're going to be able to get themselves out of very easily. Again, they never had a plan to unwind their balance sheet. They never had a plan to normalize anything. Again, just last week, Powell admitted that this is not sustainable. He also said, remember this part? Even though, this is Powell speaking, we took the word accommodative out of the statement, we're still going to maintain accommodative monetary policy. Now again, this is as good as it gets. You know that. Our president said it. Why we still need accommodative monetary policy? Because of this. We have a managed market, and our president knows that, but he sits there and brags about the stock market going higher. Of course it is. It's a rigged game. But there's a few things, as you are well aware, that seem to be coming together here. Managed markets never work. Managed anything never works. It's the truth. When governments get involved in anything, well, at first things may look good, but then as they progress, it turns into a freaking nightmare. And that's what we've seen before. 2008, this was the government getting involved here, inflating that housing bubble, the credit bubble, along with the central bank, and now, and this is so far above that, it's just unbelievable. So a couple of other things are going on here. We're seeing gold and silver catch a bid. We're seeing cryptocurrencies catch a bid. These are things you would see I think in a safety play. People are putting their cash into cryptos. People are putting their cash into gold and silver here, understanding where we are. Now, again, I want you to keep this in mind. And don't lose sight of this, because I have lost sight of this so many times throughout the years. This market is managed. It's not real. It's being run by our politicians colluding with the central bank. Period. And this is not just here in the United States. This is a global phenomenon. Every world leader is literally in bed with their issuing central bank, their ruling central bank. That's a fact. And there's no way out of it. But, again, We know what we need to do. It's just so simple. Speaking about knowing what we need to do, I added a new position this morning. I already posted it to my website. Morgan Stanley on the long end. Again, the game is rigged, and until this thing ends, and maybe we're seeing it now, I have no idea. I'd be willing to bet more effort is going to go in to keep it propped up. Midterms right around the corner. The last thing that our president wants to see is pressure on this market. I would be willing to bet he's on the phone with Powell right now. Powell, what can we do? What can we do? How can we push stocks higher? Help, help, help. You know, seriously. That's what it's doing. Because the illusion must be kept real. The distraction must be kept real. If it's not, that's it. That's the only thing that really we have going for us right now is our stock market, which is completely fake because it's completely managed. Thank you, Rick Santelli, for admitting that before the world. Anyway, keep an eye on these things, people. Watch that 10-year yield today. Watch the dollar as well. Live charts for you to look at right on my website, traderschoice.net. There is a link in the description of this video. Right side of the page, right under the chat room is the bond market chart. Just look at the direction. Right underneath that is the dollar. Look at the direction. You know what we do not want to see. We do not want to see that dollar getting stronger here while yields are climbing. That will squash stock prices. Stocks will sell off. So funny, I tell you. Oh, how many times have you and I watched the confederacy of retarded idiots? Oh yeah, we're going to watch stocks rise along with bond yields. Oh, absolutely going to happen. Really? Oh, don't think so. No. It's crazy. So, with that said, my absolutely beautiful, lovely friends, I will see you at the end of this freaky day. Bye.